Now we have to discuss the cascade amplifier. Previously we have discussed RC coupled, transform coupled amplifier and a Darlington pair, direct coupled amplifier and a common emitter amplifier. Now we have to discuss the cascade amplifier. Cascade amplifier is cascading of a C amplifier and CB amplifier. Two parallel connection of these two CE and CB. So C and CB amplifier. Here the C configuration, we take the output across the collector. So output of collector connected to emitter of the base of CB amplifier as shown in the figure. So we have to discuss the circuit detail. For a higher frequency, very high frequency, the gain is fall sharply in the RC coupled amplifier, RC or other direct coupled amplifier. In order to improve the gain, we have to go for this combination. CE with the CB is called cascade combination. So here Vi is the input voltage, V02 is the output voltage of CB. Okay, and the gain of the first transistor C amplifier is beta, gain of the second transistor CB amplifier is alpha, because it is common base. So we have to take the output across the collector of the common base, that is V02. Its input impedance is Ri2. Its output voltage is V01. Input impedance is Ri1 and input voltage is Vi1. So we have to calculate the overall gain of these two combinations. The overall gain is multiplication of two amplifier, that is A01 into A02, A01 into A02. So we have to discuss the in this C mu1 and C mu2 is the capacitive effect between these two, common emitter and common base, for a higher frequency. So we have to discuss in this case common emitter amplifier drives the common base amplifier. It is well known fact that at higher frequency gain of RC coupled amplifier drops. This is because of shunting effect of Miller capacitor C mu and by emitter base capacitor. With cascade connection, the effect of Miller capacitor can seem to be get reduced. As a result, the high frequency cutoff get extended by a factor of about. So to make simplified analysis of cascade amplifier, assume that the current gain of CE of transistor T1 is beta and that CB of transistor T2 is alpha. From the basic principle, we find that for the CE stage, from basic principle we know that again AV1 is of CE amplifier is beta into R01 by Ri1. So R01 is the output impedance of this CE amplifier. Ri1 is the input impedance of this CE amplifier, where AV1 is voltage gain, Rin input impedance, R01 output impedance of CE stage. Similarly, we have to common base. Its output gain is voltage gain is alpha, output impedance by input impedance Ri2, where AV2 is voltage gain, Ri2 is the input impedance, R02 is the output impedance of CB stage. From fig we find that R02 equal to R1. We find that R02 output impedance equal to output RL. We get the overall gain of the cascade amplifier as AV equal to AV1 to AV2. So beta R01 by Ri into alpha RL by Ri2. From figure Ri2 equal to R01. Ri2 equal to R01, and we also have the alpha 2 equal to 1. That is current gain of common base amplifier is 1. So substitute this one and cancel R01 Ri2. AV1 equal to beta 1 into RL by Ri. So we find that the gain of cascade amplifier equal to that of single stage of CE amplifier. Even the cascade amplifier has gain equal to that of the CE amplifier, we find that its high frequency region of operation extend beyond that of CE amplifier. Even though cascade amplifier has gain equal to that of CE amplifier, we find that its high frequency gain of operation extend beyond that of the CE amplifier. This is because started before parasitic Miller capacitance two transistors are not directly connected as shown. C mu1 and C mu2 of the two transistors are not directly connected as shown. So for higher frequency application, this cascade combination is connected. Next topic we have to discuss feedback amplifier. So here is what is the need of feedback amplifier, what is the block diagram of feedback amplifier we have to discuss. The feedback means the part of the output is given back to the input. Part of the output signal given back to the input is called feedback. Feedback may be different types: positive feedback, negative feedback, so many types. So here we have to know that the process of adding some fraction of output energy of the device to the input is known as feedback. The mainly feedback is required is to control the output voltage or current depending on our requirement. Feedback signal generally applied in like the traffic signal and other networks. So actually traffic signal we have to apply is the open loop feedback. Generally open means open loop feedback normally. So two type of feedback we have to discuss: positive feedback and negative feedback. Negative feedback again classified 4 types. Negative feedback again classified as a 4 type: voltage series amplifier, voltage shunt amplifier, current series amplifier, current shunt. So this is the black diagram we have to see. In this we have the basic amplifier. This stage simply amplifies the signal that present at the input. Its gain is denoted as the A. Its gain denoted as A. Next, feedback network is represented, its gain is beta. This network is passive tune port network. It gives the feedback energy, current or voltage at its output multiplied by the feedback factor by having the input from the sampling network. Feedback factor by having the input from sampling network. So basic amplifier feedback network shown as beta, sampling network, and comparator or mixing network, signal source, and output is RL load. Output is RL load. Sampling network, using these networks we sample the output voltage or current. Sampled energy is fed back to the input. That is part of the output signal fed back to the input. So block diagram of voltage or current sampling, we have to see voltage sampling, current sampling. We have to see the voltage. There is two type of sampling network: voltage sampling and current sampling. In voltage sample, we have to take the voltage across voltage parallelly. In current sampling, we have to take the current is in series. These two network we have to discuss later. So block diagram voltage and current sampling, we have to see that block diagram of voltage and current sampling network. This is voltage sample network. Basic amplifier gain A, feedback amplifier beta. So here voltage is parallel with the load RL. A dotted line shown here, voltage sampler. So we have to sample a part of output voltage back to the feedback network. Feedback network is only passive network which has resistor and a capacitor. Those are a simple network. So that is the main advantage of this is overall gain is depend only on the feedback network only generally. That is the major advantage of this feedback network. The input impedance of feedback network be much greater than the load impedance RL in order to eliminate loading of output amplifier. The sampling system samples the output current by connecting the feedback network in series with output. Here input impedance of feedback network be much smaller than the load impedance RL in order to avoid the reducing the current gain of basic amplifier. So the input impedance of feedback network be much be smaller than load impedance RL in order to avoid reducing the current gain of amplifier precisely. Next to mixing network. This network mix the feedback energy with the mixing network. Two types, that is shunt mixing and a series mixing. Here we see that mixing network is at the input side. In the black diagram we see that mixing network is at the input side. IS, RS are the source current. For shunt mixing, it is in parallel with the input source and amplifier. So in this network mixing, the feedback energy with the applied input, the feedback signal may be mixed with the signal in two basic way: series and shunt. The black diagram with a simple series input connection. Mixing energy here is voltage. With a simple shunt connection, the mixing energy here is current. Mixing energy here is current. So series mixing, voltage. Next is shunt. So these are the mixings: current sample, voltage sample, and mixing network of the amplifier. So this is the mixing network and a sampling network we have discussing. Now we have to discuss overall feedback network. The source signal is given to the mixer. This mixer signal is given to basic amplifier. This amplifier signal and given to the load RL. But in order to modify that output, may increase or decrease based on the this feedback network. So we have to take sample of output is given back to the input side. This input signal may be added or subtracted based on our requirement. Two type, positive and negative. For negative, the input side is subtracted. Positive amplifier, it is added up. So actual input is subtracted from this part of input signal. The part of the signal is subtracted from the input signal. So different signal is applied at the basic amplifier. This amplifies this difference amplifier and given to load. So main advantage of the negative feedback amplifier and positive. Positive means adding the two signal. Negative means subtracting. That is a subtraction means it has 180 degrees phase shift. So in negative feedback, if any noise which is added previously has to be reduced because of the we are taking feedback given back to input which is subtracted. So it is given to amplifier which is amplifies further and this is rotated. So feedback network gain is beta, its output is VF, its output voltage is feedback voltage is VF, gain of amplifier is A, its input is Vi. So overall gain we can define here two way. The overall gain V0 is the output across RL, input is source Vs. V0 by Vs is the overall gain, but open loop gain is V0 by Vi at the basic amplifier. Vi is input at the basic amplifier. Its gain A equal to V0 by Vi. These are the different definition of gain for this circuit. Now, so type of amplifier is two type positive feedback. When the feedback signal voltage or current is in phase with the input signal, it is called positive. Positive feedback is also called direct or regenerative feedback. It increases the gain of amplifier. However, it has the disadvantage of increasing distortion and instability. So main disadvantage of this positive feedback is it is adding the part of output signal to the input, so the gain is increased drastically. So instability is increased. In this, instability and distortion has more increases. So therefore positive feedback is seldom used in amplifier. One important use of positive feedback is used in the oscillators. Negative feedback is when the feedback signal is out of phase with the input signal is called negative feedback. Negative feedback is also called inverse or degenerative feedback. It is also called inverse or degenerative feedback, which is reduce the actual input at the gain. The actual input at the gain of the amplifier. It decreases the gain of the amplifier. Negative feedback is a frequently used in the amplifier. Negative feedback frequently used in amplifier. Next, so basic amplifier, the function of this stage is to amplify the signal that present at its input. The voltage gain of basic amplifier without feedback is A. Voltage gain of basic amplifier without feedback is A sampling network. It is used to sample the output voltage or current. The sample signal is fed back to the feedback network already seen here inside block diagram. So it is sampling means part of output signal given back to the input side. Next, feedback network. It is a passive two port network. It consists of resistor, capacitor and inductor. It consists of resistor, capacitor and inductor. Most often it is simply a resistive configuration. It provides reduced portion of the output as feedback signal to the input mixer. It provides reduced portion of the output as a feedback signal to the input mixer network. So Vf equal to feedback voltage, Vf equal to beta time V naught. Gain, that is gain of feedback network, is Vf by V naught. Beta is a feedback factor of the feedback ratio. Its value is 0 to 1. Its total differ from the beta symbol used to represent current gain in common emitter amplifier, which is greater than 1. Which is greater than 1. So we already discussed sampling network, voltage sample, current sample, mixing network, series mixing, shunt mixing. We have also discussed the circuit diagram. This current sample, shunt mixing, series mixing. These are the diagrams. So we have to derive the expression for the gain in feedback amplifier. So we have to discuss. This is a basic amplifier, block diagram of this amplifier. So gain, amplifier gain is A, which is open loop gain. Feedback factor network gain is beta, and here plus or minus symbol shows the mixing network, and V naught, we are taking output, part of output is voltage sample or current sample. It's depend. So this is a block diagram of this. The signal which is to be amplified is Vs, input side signal Vs is, we are applying Vs, and beta output voltage is Vf. So Vs minus Vf gives the actual input at the amplifier A. This is the open loop gain. A is the open loop gain. So difference between Vs and Vf is called a negative feedback, and gain of amplifier is V naught. So overall gain we can define V naught by Vs. So gain of amplifier without feedback is A. Negative feedback is applied by feeding a fraction of output voltage V naught back to the input side. Negative feedback is applied by feeding a fraction of output voltage V naught back to input, amplifier input. So feedback factor of beta network given beta equal to Vf by V naught. Vf is the feedback signal, V naught is the output signal of the so V naught is the input to at the feedback network. Actual input to amplifier is V in is Vs minus Vf. We know the Vf is from this equation, Vf is beta time V naught. Substitute here, Vf is beta time V naught. The output voltage V naught equal to gain into V in. So substitute this V in is a Vs minus beta time V naught. So A into Vs minus beta time V naught. From this V naught plus A beta V naught equal to A Vs. So from this we have to derive that V naught by Vs is A by 1 plus A beta. But V naught by Vs is the voltage gain of amplifier with feedback. V naught by Vs is the voltage gain of the amplifier with feedback. It is denoted by Vf. The gain of the negative feedback is AF equal to A by 1 plus A beta. The negative feedback thus decrease the gain of the amplifier by factor, decrease the gain of the gain by a factor 1 plus A beta. 1 plus A beta. So here we discussed that gain of the negative feedback is increased by a factor 1 plus A beta. So we have to see the black diagram of different type of negative feedback, which are voltage series, voltage shunt, current series, current shunt. Okay, so 4 type of voltage series, voltage shunt, current series, current shunt. So block diagram of voltage series. So voltage means first term shows the sample network, second term shows the mixing network. For voltage we have to take the parallel, across the parallel we have to take voltage sample. Voltage is parallelly we have to take given back to the input of feedback network beta. Voltage sample, voltage series amplifier. Voltage means sample network, series means input side. This is a series with the input Vs and Rs. So series, in series it is added, the signal is added with the input side. In shunt signal is divided or reduced. So Vf equal to beta V naught. So this is a black diagram of voltage series feedback amplifier. This is output side is voltage sampler shown as dotted line, which is parallel. Input side shown in dotted line, which is series mixer. So this is a black diagram. Similarly, voltage shunt. We have to see the voltage shunt. Voltage shunt. This is the voltage shunt feedback. This is also shunt derived shunt feedback. Here shunt mixing, voltage sample. So voltage shunt means voltage is actually previously we seen the dotted line, which is parallel. Shunt means here shunt mixer shown as dotted line, which is parallel with the input side. Input side is current source. Here we took Is is in parallel Rs. This is the input source. This is the black diagram. This is voltage. This is the black diagram of voltage shunt amplifier. Voltage shunt amplifier. Next we have to see the current series feedback. This type of feedback uses current sample and series mixing. This is also known as series derived series feedback network. Series derived series. So current means already we know that current we have to took current sample we have to is in series. Output is we took from series and given back to the feedback network. Input side also series mixer. So current means we have to take in series. To voltage means we have to take in parallel. In input side series means we have to take in series. So this is a network. Series mixture is shown in dotted line. Current sample shown in dotted line, which are in series. Both are is in series. So in this series actually we have to adding some values. So input impedance and output impedance of these two increases. Next black diagram of shunt current shunt feedback. Current means we have current sampler means we have to see that output is in series. Current shunt feedback, shunt means it is in a parallel. With the input side, that is a dotted line shown as a shunt mixture. So IS and RS source input source. IN is the actual input of the amplifier. I0 is the output of current equal to load current IL. This is a black diagram of current shunt feedback amplifier. So these are the 4 different type of feedback network. That is a negative feedback network we have to see. 4 types. This diagram are very important for the examinations. Okay, you have to remember all this. Shunt current shunt current series, voltage shunt voltage series. Next topic we have to discuss, state the effect of negative feedback on gain. State the effect of negative feedback on gain. So gain with a negative feedback, we already derived the expression. AF equal to, AF is the overall gain, equal to open loop gain divided by 1 plus A beta. 1 plus A beta. This is the gain of the negative feedback. Similarly, positive feedback, here we get A by 1 plus A beta. For the positive feedback, we get A by 1 minus A beta. So that is a positive feedback gain. For effective feedback, A beta is greater than 1. Hence, 1 can be neglected as compared to A beta in the above expressions. So A beta is greater than 1, we can neglect. So AF is overall gain. AF equal to A by A beta, that equal to 1 by beta. Therefore overall gain depend upon only feedback factor beta, circuit current. The fourth point, the feedback circuit usually consists of resistive element. The resistive elements are unaffected by variation in temperature, frequency and transistor parameter. Hence, the feedback fraction beta remains stable. The gain of negative feedback amplifier is very stable. Gain of negative feedback amplifier is very stable. The bandwidth of an amplifier without feedback is given by F2 minus F1. F2 upper cutoff, F1 is lower. Negative feedback decreases the lower cutoff frequency. F1 dash of the amplifier with negative feedback is given as Fn dash equal to F1 by 1 plus A beta. Without feedback, the gain is higher. With feedback, gain is reduced. Negative feedback increases the upper cutoff frequency. It increases the upper cutoff. F2 dash equal to F2 into 1 plus A beta. Bandwidth of feedback is F2 dash minus F1 dash. F2 dash minus F1. State the effect of negative feedback. State the effect of negative feedback on output impedance. Effect of negative feedback on output impedance depend on type of sampling. Current sampling increase the input impedance by factor of 1 plus A beta. Factor of A1 plus A beta. Voltage sampling decrease the input impedance by the same factor. State the effect of negative feedback on input impedance. Effect of negative feedback on input impedance depends on type of mixing. Series mixing increase the input resistance by factor 1 plus A beta. Shunt mixing decrease the input impedance by same factor. So comparison of different feedback network. we have to discuss next. Okay, with this we have to end the chapter.
నీ క్లాస్ ఎప్పుడు అవుతుంది